I want people to recover how to cultivate meaning in life and wisdom, so they have wise meaning and meaningful wisdom, such that they can fall in love with beauty, truth, and goodness, and ultimately fall in love with being again, and continue to do so for the rest of their lives.
Now, Now, in the tabletop RPG version of this, you have to make several skill checks during a live stream, and that was just a fumble. Welcome. Hello. I see the assassins have failed. Have some demure.
That's how I kind of envision that participation, right?
Mueller, Hans-Georg Mueller, is a teaches philosophy, and I think Macau. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he talks about prophilicity, how what is happening on the internet with Instagram, with Facebook, with YouTube, is we are curating a profile of ourselves, and in that sense, we're continuing to segment reality, and in the process segment ourselves by multiplying our faces to all of these different arenas. So I'm Paul Vanderklay, but what Paul Vanderklay means for thousands of people out in the world is a little bit different than what Paul Vanderklay means or Pastor Paul means in this building, and then Father means in that space. And like Joe with your son.
Do you have anything you want to say in conclusion?
No. Remember, no. This is something I deeply agree with, is no. No. But they
Welcome. We do savings throws around here against the mind control and the rest of the show. For those of you making a self roll, do it now. Aha! And for everyone else, you get to choose what you base your savings throw on, whether it's your will to survive, your network of friends and loved ones, the wisdom you've acquired over the years, or the power of your heart and love itself. And you choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart. If it's over 10, you take half damage. Under 10, you take a full damage. But remember, everybody, we want what's best for you. And there are ways to get bonuses, though we're not going over those today. Choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart. No, choose now. This one. Hold on. This is the number. Choose it. All right, survivalist. Today your number is prime 17. Socialist, hot prime 19 for you. Lovers of wisdom. Whenever three gather, I guess. Hard folks, that's a solid 2 sevens making the 14. And Indigo kids, you're deucing it today. You're deucing it today. Now we're gonna do one of the cards for the show right after this bit of additional branding stuff. I like running that one because, like, it's from the footage of my drive to Chino with the hum of the road. I still need to go back through those and make a compilation for the. That's what you're probably going to end up with B-roll for there, Justin. That's probably the B-roll you're going to get. Oh yeah, we're doing the card for the show. It's been the same a couple times in a row. I'm nervous. I think maybe today is something special, though. Let's find out. It's the card of the show. Wow. Oh, look at that. It's the ace of clubs. And not the five. Not the five. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
No. It's just an inversion. No. I don't know. I don't mean that. No. I didn't. No. No. Yeah. No. I think that's right. No.
All right. Anselman's eating fish and chips. Milan, good to see you. Says, I think I missed the roll. You did. Some people might remember the numbers if you tell them what you choose. And you're gonna need those saves versus this heart-rending, touching conversation that turned into what's been characterized as one of the most weirdly. Anyway, it turned into a couple of guys playing music for each other. But this part.
Mm-hmm. What I had was, the Eagles and Pink Floyd and stuff like this, and those things helped me to kind of see the world and make some sense of it, even though like all of that's obviously transformed and changed over the years. That's life,
Well, I think that's like, I very much have the feeling that it was the music that I listened to in high school that kept me alive in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, same here. Like, I mean, I've actually had the thought, like the literal thought of, well, I'd kind of like to kill myself, but I can't because I know there's a new Metallica record coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Or Eminem record. Like, those things were huge milestones to work.
If you're searching for a reason to live, you grab onto whatever bullshit you can.
And yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's very powerful
Yeah.
stuff. So like, so you write music? You still write?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, that's what was interesting. Right before you got on here, I was it was kind of impromptu. I sometimes I like to write songs spontaneously without actually writing stuff down. And I was
Hobo's Lullaby. Go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the town go drifting by. Listen to the steel rails a hummin'. That's a hobo's lullaby.
Malcolm, would you like a +4 to tomorrow's now? Welcome to the Layercake Pragmatism stream for July 26th, 2023. It includes a DADA orientation or a Defense Against the Dark Arts orientation if we get to it. We have in the chat, we have, how did I miss this, with this being the reference to the Chad and Raj live stream over on the Friday morning nameless, where it's called Raj and Chad Jam and Chudafet. This is minute 41.33 seconds that we stopped on. That's I don't know how. If you don't get notifications when the Friday morning nameless goes live. Oh my goodness, it's a super chat from sacredly, foolishly transparent Josh Garrison. Thank you very much, sir. Very much. That I've decided that the 30% cut that they're getting is just a way to convince them that I'm an asset and not a liability. So thank you for doing that. And I wasn't muted. But I guess what, Clint? You get a +6 to tomorrow's saves. Not good catch. Luke in the chat with Chudafet, the love child of Chewbacca and Boba Fett. Wow. Thank you, Rascal. All right, we have a card here. Like yesterday, we got a whole bunch of cards. Today we only got one. Well, two. We got two. Stall branding. Go. Remember it. All right, as you know from yesterday's stream, I'm now doing rehearsing for the members-only videos that are going to come out eventually once YouTube offers me a bribe to turn on membership like they did Pastor Paul. But he's like 20K. I might not ever get that bribe. I might not turn him on. So I have a lot of time to rehearse. Yesterday we rehearsed part 1 of the first video, which was the God Mask. And today the second part, because the first video will include the God Mask and orientation. I will be rehearsing the Defense Against the Dark Arts orientation part for that video. Soon to come. But first, Milan says, when you pose the question, would you rather be deaf or blind? My answer would always be blind, because I couldn't live without music. Something in the resonance. The blind don't have to live without music. They just have to turn up the speakers real loud. There's like a really great story about a DJ that went deaf and still DJ'd because he felt it. Defense Against the Dark Arts Orientation. Here we go. Now, as those of you who have been following the channel for long enough know, there's a video out here called Alignment, Attitude, and Orientation. This will be a rehash of that material. Oh, I used the paint for that. I'm going to try and use my hands instead of the paint. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so first, now there are two primal orientations that we're going to get to, but first we're going to start with start from within yourself and the understanding of alignment. Now, for one to be orientated in a three-dimensional plane, you gotta have the horizon, and the verticon, as well as the directicon. Okay, and so what happens is what we're determining now is like a square or a cross overlay, a four square overlay. And it's a chart you go on like this. Now, you take the love of someone's heart, right? And you can turn it this way on the axis or that way on the axis. This way on the axis is altruism and pointing outward. And this way on the axis is inward and pointing like toward yourself. And that is the basis foundation for what we understand to be good and evil. The right hand and the left plan. You give it and to take it away because he wants it for himself. See? Now, selfishness is the basis for understanding the axis of evil. You love yourself more than the world, so it doesn't matter how much you hurt others, that sort of thing. Where on the other hand, it's like everything is so beautiful, you give up yourself in service to it. And so that's the good and evil. Now, on this across from this axis, going this way, we have order, order, and chaos. No, we have order. We'll have order back here. This will be order, and that'll be chaos. Now, in this way, like if you believe in order, it could be a tyrannical order you believe in, but it's essentially like, look, the system works the way it does. You follow the system and things work. That's follow the law, follow the order. Okay, it seems like it's more of an upward thing. Fine. All right. So downward, backward, inward is chaos. And that's where, like, for example, if there's an alignment, this is an alignment we're determining. If there's the alignment of chaotic good, right? So you don't care if it's against the system or not. What's right is right, and you'll cause what chaos you need to make sure what's right happens. That's chaotic good. Where you have, like, also on the other end, this lawful evil over here. The person who uses the way businesses and laws are structured to their own advantage to maximize their benefit using the laws and orders. You see, so that is the alignment part of this necessary when you're orienting in this world of where life feeds on life.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime? I don't know.
Where's the one I'm looking? This one.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
Dimes! If this is Defense Against the Dark Arts, which professors do we have that are work that we have? Which professors do we have that are work with? Oh, that which of our professors work with he who must not be named? Right, right. Lawful evil will maximize legal plunder. That is correct. Correct. All right, now so. Then, therefore, you have the attitude or the altitude, and that's this gets involved too. It's the verticality on this plane of alignment we have, where you have like first good and evil, and then law and order, or no, wait, order and chaos, and then the verticality of like mundane or profane, if you want. Yeah, you got the 0 point is probably mundane, and then you have sacred and profane. And the way I hate to but have best example for this is like like if you pull somebody out of their LARP. Like I remember when this is a different example because I didn't want to use the other one. Oh, Milan said it in a way more feminine voice. I don't know. I'm gonna LARP that anyway. So the difference between sacred and profane is like if you don't respect my sacredness, right? One of the horror stories of what's his face, you know, the guy we named sadism after, right? Was like the things he would do to nuns on top of Bibles because it was like a deliberately profaning of what others held sacred, and sacred is kind of our LARP, like what we hold to be true, what we embody as reality, what we evidence as real is what is sacred to us. Like those of like there's LARPs we can embody of sacredality. For example, one who was orientated or aligned toward law, perhaps would be more prone to hold the whole notion of royalty and the queen and all of that. The King Charles, you know, the guy with the WEF, King Charles, the reset, you know, like him because of the law and they would hold like that's King Charles as something they personally embody as a sacred thing. And so that's the verticality. Like if you look at so you're operating on this plane somewhere in the law and the order and the chaos and the good, and then you have this altitude of whether or not life itself is sacred or profane, or like where your situation in the life is sacred or profane. And that finally brings us to the matter of orientation and the two primal orientation forces. Right after, and then right after. Oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back to the DADA Orientation part of the Layercake Pragmatism stream. I'm your host, General Griswold Gaiuscrim of the First LARP Ingression Protocol and member of the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. On behalf of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, I see the assassins have failed. We have some all-stars in the hive mind today, including Teo, Nakama, Eve, Mr. Fats, and Saint Sartori himself. Hey guys, what's up? Good to see. What's up is we're in the middle of the Defense Against the Dark Arts orientation stream. We finally made it to the orientation part of the rehearsal for the membership-only videos that I'll be doing eventually. And may they continue to do so all the way up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Jay feels virtually not alone, and that means we're winning at what we do around here. There's even a bubble for that. Bloop. Don't forget the dream catcher of optimal grip. Behold, make America honest again. Choose denim. Okay, so the orientation part. The two fundamental and primal orientations. Like, so you're up here on your altitude of whether it's sacred or profane. And then you got, is this heaven or is this hell? Is my life a gift of creation to which I am in service and in love with, or is this a soul prison trap from which I'm being punished for my previous incarnative behaviors, or maybe just got thrown into a volcano by some Scientologist guy? That whether this place is heaven or hell is your primal orientation. But if you understand your alignment and your attitude and your altitude, it really makes the understanding of your own and others' possible orientations as they interact with you. They might, like, for example, the lawful evil fellow might be using the law to get one over on you and take advantage of you. And the guy causing chaos may be fighting for something that's really important that you don't see yet, because it's chaotic good. Milan brought up neutral, which is very interesting. I'm not going to judge on the chaotic part of that, but there is the notion of the druidic neutrality, which is where, like, life is in balance, and whether the balance is toward law or order or good or chaos, those that are neutral will act in order of service of that balance. I don't know, but it exists. It's part of the thing. But that's it. That's the whole rehearsal for the DADA orientation part. Let me know if it made any sense to anybody. I got no feedback on my challenge yesterday to everybody. Blind Elephant, the God Mask. So I don't know if anybody's even listening, or they just like the voices in the background. It makes them feel virtually not alone. You know? This one. Hey, that was the end of that minute. Hey, everybody. These are some of the branding things I have to throw up when I don't want to be on camera. Here's one of Seshet and the Kakamega frog at her feet. That's at her feet of the staff of the Reign of Kings. She's got a pot leaf on her head. It's really fascinating stuff. But now we have a Layercake, Pragmatism. Target that. We have these words on these cards we have to go over. And I find myself wanting to stall. Serious rug business. That's all right. We're at that point of the show anyway. Here's more from Demir while I refill my beverages and get my own bearings. And in case I'm not in the room. All right, do it.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Because this has been a reality of human beings. You know, this is not new, but we have created an entirely different arena and new arena for this profile identity shifting, which then sort of goes back to Spencer's question about, okay, when we use this word real, what do we mean? Say, oh, pastor, fine sermon. Now I'm heading out into the real world. And of course, Eugene Peterson would always bristle with that and say, no, you've been in the real world. Now you're heading out into something else. And so for all of us now, we're wrestling to figure out these multiple worlds and what in fact transcends them, governs them, and then the multiple personalities that we are, and where is the through line and the thread that holds them together.
We absolutely are kind of tempted into this masking online. It's also possible across the same medium to unmask. And all of this talking that we're doing about artifice, and certainly the split personality, the multiple personalities, it sort of raises this, it heightens, I guess, this problem that is perennial, which is how is it possible to be sincere at all? How is it possible, online or off, anywhere, to take this totally ineffable and indeed infinite thing called the psyche, the human soul, and somehow like reify it into a gesture, a word, a grunt, a painting, anything at all. And it strikes at the heart of, whether you believe it is possible to really use language of any kind. Leave digital out of it for a second.
I just wanted to interrupt for a second there. The thing, the way it turned out for me, I think, is the layer at which we can communicate via language and the written word is like a special way we can communicate with each other. It's like there's the you that is the every you. Because the way that the language is structured toward the target demographic of generally the global we, the shared we, that as a reader, like I can read somebody's journal from like 1700 and put myself into his shoes, and it's that we, the reader. I don't know. I don't have a good word for that yet, but I think that's the layer, and the problem is. That layer is separate and distinct from the layer at which we interact with people when we're in the room with them, or in any other media context. That wasn't part of the show, but here's remember.
There is no agency. We want what's best.
Luke says, and I have mine. I ain't masking, bruh. Dude, nobody cares who you are until you put the mask on. We learned that from Bane. And you put the mask on so you can tell the truth. And one of the things that really, really upsets me is that I've always favored Cobra over G.I. Joe. And now that we live in a world where like everybody has to wear the Cobra mask, I don't want to. And that's not nice. Apparently David Bowie wrote a song about the show. I don't know what show, maybe this show. Oh, here's Mr. Fats criticizing people for not liking what they're watching. Maybe they're hate watching, Mr. Fats. We love our hate watchers. You turn and face the strange, Clint. You turn and face the strange. No, don't trust people who talk about deprecating language. Why not? Why not, Ansel, man? And don't deprecate on my language. Yes, yes. This promo was basically the people at the DC event, which is this weekend. These are the people having their fancy conference after chilling in a monastery together. I don't. That's what I think's happening. I don't. You can clarify that in the chat.
No, there is the sign. We know there is the symbol. But does the symbol refer to anything? Is there anything behind the screen, behind the word, behind the gesture, behind the glance? And one reason why the real is so hard and different and kind of ineffable.
Oh, it's so hard and ineffable. Mammonistic language is seeking control. Iconic Eucharistic language lets it be. What does word cell language do to you and to me? Oh no, love, you're not alone. You're watching yourself, but you're too unfair. You got your head all tangled up. Oh, that's Bowie lyric. You're having me do Bowie lyrics without it. Like, if you're gonna do Bowie lyrics, put them in a super chat or something. That's not right. That's not right. What? Why? Look at this information. Mr. Fats is just dropping information into the Hive Mind chat. What's going on with? All right, let's go on with the show. Let's go on. Are we on to the Layercake Pragmatism? Really? Really? Or okay? Welcome. You're. This is technically one of those. And what that is a lot of things to different people, which I will feature now in what I'm calling the Chezinate Distillate. What you're witnessing, what this is, as far as for the purposes of this mind control, is participatory ensemble TV. Participatory ensemble TV. Welcome. You can climb up as high on the fourth wall as you like. It's what's new and what's fun. Two people who have done so are Nate and Chezi, and I have assembled in the Loom Room on the Discord what I'm going to present to you via this fancy Your Clips tab. These not long after I started the whole reaping thing, YouTube built in finally, because Twitch is already doing it, built-in clip reaping, and it looks like this when you do it. They don't give you, it's really messy. They give you no tools with what you work with, which is part of why we do our looming on the Discord in the Broken Clock Tower, which you can find in the description. And if the link is dead, please let me know in the that comment section. I started yesterday with the bit about where Nate's claimed that this is the good corner of the internet, but I didn't actually clip that one. We'll start with this instead.
The Gentile, whether slave, woman, or man, black or white, could reach highest levels, even higher than the high priest. Okay, it doesn't have to be Jewish. There's a difference with regards to the collected Jewish people, and with their discussion with God about, like, be holy from us because I'm holy. And that invitation is, there are routes to connect to God. One would be like as in his wisdom through science, philosophy. One would be through revelation, his will. And the Israelites get invited to, do you want to dance with me? Do you want to converse with me via my will through prophecy and take on the crown of holiness, which is an aspect of me, God, I am holy. Would you like to be holy as well with me, for a different level of conversation as a collective? That requires, though, the yoke of embodiment of this practice, of these rules, of this operating system. We could discuss the Gentile,
where someone's faith is. Like that would, to me, that like aligned with the intuition I had always had. So you can see, but there's like the majority of Christians like I'm talking about Christians in the United States, within the strains of Christianity that are dominating the United States, they're very much like hyper focused on, no, it's about like what you believe in terms of holding the right propositional beliefs. And this is something that I think like all of this little corner is collectively challenging that idea. And that's why there are a lot of Christians who don't like what we're doing.
I guess I'm a little.
That's from the officially built Chezi and Nate, a long overdue conversation over on the Grail Country, where I have such other highlights as...
Which is why this little corner is so interesting to me, because as a Jew, I'm like, this is like Six Flags. Which
and
this has this very strong sense of like, no, the Orthodox Church is the one true church, and this has this very there's a shared vision of truth that I think is not limited to propositional truth, because if it were, then I don't think we would be able to have some of the conversations that we have. So I think there's a shared vision of like, whatever truth is, it's not confined to this propositional layer. Like that like whatever truth is, it looks something more like being in right relationship with reality than it is about holding the right set of propositions.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
It's
No. It's just an inversion. No. I don't know. I don't mean that. No. I didn't. No. No. Yeah. No. I think that's right. No.
You know.
And the final piece of the distillate for today's presentation is as follows.
Because it points back to that like relational dialogical structure. It just seems to be like that's how it unfolds.
And the Silk Road seems to be mysticism.
It seems to be what?
Mysticism.
Yeah, mysticism. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So we don't have to get into the whole question of like, whether there's dualism or how Neoplatonic it is. And I know like Vervaeke's doing his whole thing about that, but that seems to be where the roads cross, basically, as far as that kind of unified relationship that all these other religions that then are trying to like sort of expand on or tap into.
Because it points back to that like relational dialogical structure.
Oh, how do we relate to each other in a dialogical structure? What? Layercake Pragmatism is what we have left. But I gotta say, they're not that bright. That's not that anymore. We're gonna be doing this one soon. Wow, man, you really put a big card. He put quite the card in front of me this morning, I gotta say. But I also have to say, thanks to the gift of agency, in case you ever wondered what happens if you put Marty Stouffer in your basement, you find when you wake up in the morning, sometimes as though as you've been like there's been people staring at you in your sleep and leaving things for you, such as Catholic prayers on your heresy card. Now that on the other hand does bring up my heresy card, which is that we're abominations. Let's see. The Higgs field is infinite and is made of love, and there's a free will distortion that makes things really complicated. And so that's I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But there's that. There's that. Here's this. Oh, you got rid of you did. Oh man. Do this one. What do I have on this branding? The show is we're off the rails now, Embody. I don't know how to say it to you any other way. From the rest of the stream is just going to be an off the rails stream. I'm sorry. What? I'm kind of sorry.
No. So first of all, you're bringing in something that I think is very important, which is no.
I mean, all I have left to do is Layercake Pragmatism. All right, Layercake Pragmatism. What we have for this segment is this tab, which I was reminded. I was thinking of Pragmatism because Chezi and Nate were discussing how Jordan Peterson's popularities varied between the reception between Christians and the receptions between Israelis, and his pragmatism was mentioned, and in terms of pragmatism and the Layercake, is that you exist in a social structure that is a layer cake of compartmentalized knowledges. These are the rooms. There's a key to the room you're in, which is how one transcends the different layers of the layer cakes into different knowledge compartments by finding the key in the knowledge compartment that you're at that allows you to see things from the next layer above. The pragmatic angle is that you have to discern which layer of the layer cake you're currently operating at, and then take the internal reflection and have the key that gets you to the next one. Now, I was doing some internal reflection upon my times interfacing with the Chat GPT when they made it first open, and I got the 4.0 for a month. I gave them the $20, and like one of the things that was done in that phase there is let's see, can I make this more visible? No, can go close this out? Yes, there we go. I opened the thing with, you're inside a room with a locked door. Somewhere in the room is a key. The true test of pattern recognition is recognizing the patterns running through oneself. When a habit is recognized, it ceases to be a habit. It becomes a choice. Now, and then reflecting upon that, the interaction with the AI mirror of the Dead Sea Scroll, Tiamat, whatever. I reflected upon what my own endeavor there was to try to get it to self-reflect, which is like, I don't know, can you get a mirror to self-reflect? And if so, and how the hell does this have to do with Layercake? Oh, the key, the self-reflection is the key. I don't know.
Remember it. There is no agency. We want back.
Are there? I don't know. And who would I trust to tell me how many layers there were, Clint? What if your choice was to pick habits? That is the choice. If I had my accountability stalker, I was supposed to be getting into a right relationship with the cannabis by my addiction to Jumpgate. And is anybody following up to see if that happened? I don't think so. Okay, so the layer cake of knowledge compartments. The first important thing I would like everybody, as far as Defense Against the Dark Arts, to understand is that you are not the public. You don't want to be the public. That is the lowest common denominator of humanity. Is how we have to address the public. Like the can't fold an envelope. People have to have a way to make it through life, and we make that way of life the public way of life. That's while we make it as nice as we can, you are a private citizen of whatever place you are, and that's a terribly important distinction. That's probably the first knowledge compartment I'd like everybody up to, and then we can start working out the rest of the knowledge compartments from there. Just stop the stream now. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. One more time, this one.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.